Can some students respond whether I'm audible or not? Okay. So we will be starting the new chapter, that is block diagram algebra, or sometimes it is called as block diagram reduction techniques. Here we are going to obtain the transfer function through block diagram algebra. Already you have seen the mathematical modeling of physical systems, including mechanical system, linear, rotational. Then you have seen the electrical system and the liquid system and the thermal system are also touched upon. The whole exercise is to find the output of the system for a given input, then taking the Laplace transform of the same differential equation and putting it in the form of a ratio, Laplace output by Laplace input. That gives the transfer function. How we can frame a block diagram using the transfer function, and then block diagram reduction, that the many loops in the block diagram are reduced to a single loop finally using uh, a procedure called as block diagram algebra. It has its own procedure, and then reducing the entire block diagram into a single loop. We call it as canonical form with a forward function and a backward feedback function. And then using a formula of reduction, we get the transfer function. So that exercise is carried. This is being put forward by mathematicians only. So systems are often described using block diagrams. I will tell you that later. And some of the mathematical operations are implemented on these block diagrams to reduce it to a canonical form. And such block diagram algebra can help us to get the parameters in time domain as well as in Z transform. Now, there are some techniques how to reduce a given block diagram into a canonical form. Before that, uh, just have a look at how block diagrams are represented for different systems. So any given system can be represented in terms of blocks. Block diagram is nothing but you put a rectangular block and write the value or the signal it carries from one point to the other point in the block. Inside the block we represent. Then we reduce that to canonical form. You can see here what is that. One forward function g of s, that bracket s says it is in the Laplace domain. Laplace domain means in the x and y axis represent the real and the imaginary part. So on that graph we are representing the roots of these final value. That is the block diagram. So finally we reduce it to a canonical form with one input u of t, u of s or r of s, and in our normal notation the output will be c of s. Then we get c of s by u of s. With a formula we can write what is the. So some chat we appeared, I could not read. Can you unmute whoever has chat?
No, sir, some other thing. He is having some network issue. He joined regarding attendance, sir. You carry on, sir.
Okay, sir. So let me take one example just to make familiarize you with the block diagram. Okay. Take this system. This is called as an armature controlled DC motor. Normally we use in a servo mechanism. Okay, servo mechanism is one Input is electrical and output is rotation of a shaft. So consider there are two types, armature controlled and field controlled. So just for the sake of example, let me describe this armature controlled DC motor. Here the entire aim is that a motor is connected with a load. Load is represented in this way. It is normally a rotor, a gear maybe, wherein the rotational system, we consider the moment of inertia and the torque instead of uh, the force into acceleration mx double dot. Instead of j theta double dot will come. Then instead of the applied force, we talk about applied torque because it is angular, causing a displacement theta here, rotational instead of x. And a damping is also shown. Damping coefficient is taken as small f. F theta dot is the damping force. Then the other part is electrical. There is armature winding. Armature winding will have armature resistance and armature inductance, LA. And there is a current flowing in this particular circuit, IA. Because of this winding, wherever you have winding, there is also called a voltage in the opposite direction called is back EMF. That is a common feature in windings. There will be a back EMF and applied EMF is EA, or sometimes we refer it as VA, armature voltage. So this is going to control the rotation of the motor with field current kept constant, IF. That is what is called armature controlled. So any variation in the parameters that happens in the armature winding, the field winding current is kept constant. This is the configuration. Now you can see there two systems. One is entirely the electrical part, the other one is mechanical part. So then you will have two differential equations, one for the uh, electrical network and other for the mechanical network. Then with the help of some coupling equation, there are some relation between torque and the angular velocity, current and the angular velocity. Using that, we have to combine these two differential equation and finally we should arrive at one equation which relates the input and output. Then we can take the ratio after converting it into Laplace transform. So let us see some of the differential equations that we write. For an electrical circuit, as you know, the given voltage, we have to equate it to the voltage across the resistor, voltage across the inductance. And of course, this back EMF is also to be taken. All these voltage are taken in opposite direction to applied voltage EA or VA. What are those voltage drop? One is across resistor, that is V is equal to IR. So the voltage is RA into A. And for inductance, Umesh sir has already explained how to get the voltage for inductance and capacitance. For inductance, we write the LA into d by dt of IA. Okay, LA into the differential of applied current. If it is capacitance, you write it as 1 by C integration of I dt. Here there is no capacitance, so only inductance. So RAIA, LA, I dot A plus EB. All these three are in opposite direction to applied voltage. So then for mechanical system, you know that very simple. There is one rotor, so J theta double dot. There is damping force because the damping element is shown here and given. Take it as F theta dot is equal to applied voltage theta T. So these two are the differential equations what you require to describe this system. Then you need to have only input and output. Input is the applied voltage, output is the final displacement theta of S. because of the applied voltage, there is a displacement of the shaft or the rotor, which is equals to theta. So just one second, let me pick. So this is the output displacement of the shaft angular, and this is the input. So how do you combine these two equations as one equation with this input and output in its Laplace form? That is what mathematically you have to do. This is more of a mathematical manipulation rather than control system. Okay, control system part is over, writing the differential equation. Now let us convert that into Laplace form. RAI, no differentials here. RAIA, where IA is the variable. It is armature controlled. So armature resistance and armature inductance are variables. So IA, the loop current is the variable here. Once you fix resistance and inductance, they are constant here. Make correction, and the variable is armature current. So RA, there is no S coming for RA, it is a constant. Variable is IA of S in the Laplace transform. So RA into IA of S. Because one differential is coming, S you have to take. So LA is a constant, S is taken here with the variable current IA of S. EB become EB of S in the Laplace transform. And don't forget to put the bracket. It is not S into EB. It is EB of S. Just to show you it is in the Laplace transform. Should be equals to voltage applied. EA of S or VA of S or VI of S, whatever. Whatever you show here, that should be the applied voltage. And for second mechanical equation, J is constant, polar momentum of inertia of the given shaft. Now theta is the variable, so theta of S. Because it is second time derivative of theta of S, you get S square. So Js square theta of S, Js square theta of S, and for damping, theta dot is there, so S will come. F of S, F into S into theta of S equals to applied voltage T of S. These are the basic Laplace equations obtained from the differential equation. Now you have a look at the coupling equation, some relations. Coupling I say because you can couple these two equations with the help of this. That one is the torque applied is proportional to current, linear. More the current, more is the torque. So that is one equation. You know how to remove this proportionality constant. So when you do that, we have to introduce, when you want to remove this proportionality and put equals to, you have to bring a constant. For our convenience, let me call it as Ka. So T equals to Ka into Ia, or T of S in the Laplace equals to Ka constant, Ia of S variable. That is one equation. The second equation, back EMF is proportional to omega, velocity. Okay, omega is velocity, which is first time derivative of displacement, theta dot. So if you remove this, bring in equality, then EB equals to, introduce one more constant because you are removing this proportionality constant here, proportionality relation here. So for our convenience, let us call it as KB, back EMF. So EB equals to KB into theta dot omega. Because it is dot, we have to introduce one S. So in Laplace becomes EB of S equals to KBS into variable theta of S. You can stop me, chat or speak in case if I am telling something different than what has been already told. Remember, Ka and Kb are constants. So these two relations in the Laplace transform, one for theta of T of S, one for EB of S, you can use somewhere here, either in equation 1 or equation 2, and try to simplify to get one equation. Let us see. So let us substitute for EB of S in the equation 1. In the equation 1, EB of S can be substituted with the help of back EMF. This term will come. Rest of the terms will remain same here. Okay. That equation, you call it as 3. And in the other equation 2, you can just, we are having problem. Sir, what is that?
No, sir. That is old message, sir. I told
Umesh
no.
sir or
Sir, that is
any
old
other
message.
student?
No, sir. That is old
Some
message.
chat appears and suddenly disappears.
Hello.
Mute and speak.
Sir, I'm muted.
Okay. So that's equation you have for theta of T of S that we brought here in the equation. Sir, any issues? Okay, this is a straightforward equation. I don't think any difficulty. Even then, unless you make me clear on your doubt, I cannot explain. So you bring this T of S, remove this and put this Ka into Ia of S. So that is been done here. Okay. So this is second equation. So we brought in the relations in place of Eb and torque, back EMF and torque. Or this 4 can also be written as, if you separate Ia of S here, the right hand side, and the left hand side, you have this part, theta of S equals to Ka into Ia of S. So if at all I want only Ia of S, then just send this Ka to other side, it is divided. So what you get is theta S variable is common. In the bracket, then you have Js square plus f of S divided by Ka equals to Ia of S. So an equation you have for A of S. So I will carry this to next slide. Okay. That is equation 5. So equation 5 is here. I carried as it is. And equation 3 here in the previous slide, that also is carried as it is without any change. Now let us see whether we can combine these two, because here Ia of S is common. Fine. That you can separate and bring in this Ia of S. Some equation 3 can be modified by taking Ia of S as common. In the bracket, then you have Ra S L A. This as it is equals to E of S. Equation 3 is just a modification. It is rearranged. It is not a new equation. So what is the advantage? Advantage is you can bring in this Ia of S value in place here. Only that theta of S Js square plus f of S by Ka, only that part you bring here. Okay. In place of Ia of S, and RASLA is as it is kept, plus KB S theta of S is also kept here. Then you have EA of S. Okay. So then EA of S is, here you have theta of S, and we have successfully removed IA of S, which was unwanted. We wanted only this one, input, theta of S as output, only these two. So this is how we arrive at final equation, one equation with only output and input as variable in the Laplace form. So then theta of S is taken common, then Ka become LCM, take LCM, then theta of S, this term as it is, RASLA is as it is. This term, if you take Ka as LCM, it becomes Ka KB, Ka KB, into S is there. Theta of S is commonly taken outside. You can see in yellow color. This become one whole term inside the bracket divided by K is equal to EA of S. What is our Laplace transform? This is input EA of S. This is output theta of S. So Laplace transform of output by input theta of S by EA of S, which is equals to Ka divided by whole bracketed term. So then, Ka divided by whole bracketed term. This is how generally we solve it using differential equations and substitution method, not Kramer's. You can also solve it by Kramer's equation. So now this is what you get transfer function. Now what I am trying to tell you is not when I did. Now I want to show you that how a block diagram can be framed to this particular system and how can we obtain the transfer function. So block diagram algebra requires first formation of a block diagram using these differential equations. Take the system. This is the system I have shown and these are the equations I have written for this. Now starting from input to output, you make block diagram relations. Finally, you must have theta of S and in the beginning you should have E of A, EA of as the input. So then these are the relations already we have written. E of S is equal to this equation, EB of S is equal to this equation, and EB of S, if you take EBS was here, if you take on the other side, it becomes minus. So this is one term, and finally torque is given by this equation. How do you write it in the form of block diagram? Okay. So first you consider this equation. EA, the applied voltage minus back EMF is equal to this term. So then this minus this, that happens by a comparator. I have a comparator. Okay, this is the applied voltage. This is the back EMF. So what comes out of this comparator or a error detector is this EA applied and this one EB, the back EMF. Then this will EA minus EB. That should give you this particular term. Okay. So that we see, we can just show the comparator EA of S, EB of S, giving you EA minus EB of S, which is equals to IAS into this. That is, IA of S is nothing but EA of S minus EB of S divided by this bracket term. So IA of S equals to this particular term divided by the RA divided by SLA. So in the block, you get that particular term. Finally, you may get output as IA of S from this. So what is that you have to have? IAS equals to this divided by this. So that is the signal you get, 1 divided by RASLA. That is the equation. It is nothing but EA minus EBS is already here. So you need not write here, or directly you can write here, not a problem. Divided by RA plus SLA gives you IAS. Such an equation relating to IA of S. IA of S should be multiplied to something so that output is torque. This equation. So what you will multiply to IA of S, you can chat. I have shown a block here. What should I write to this block so that my next output is T of S? Yes, thank you for that. T of S is the output. So T of S you get by just multiplying with Ka. So IA of S into Ka equals to T of S. Now you see the equation which relates T of S. Here it is. From T of S, we should get final theta of S. You should get theta of S finally. So if you multiply with what, you get next term as theta of S. That is the output. Theta of S is the system output. So can you fill the blank there? What should I write in the block? I'm waiting for someone of you to write. T of S is here, torque should be multiplied with what? So that you get theta of S as output using this particular equation. Super. Is it 1 by or? So you get theta of S equals to T of S divided by 1 divided S. If you take common, that is equal to T of S divided by this. So 1 divided by that, J square plus F of S 1 divided by. You get theta of S. Now this theta of S signal is to be joined to EB of S. How can you do that? Directly join like this. Is EB of S equals to theta of S? Then there is no problem. What is the relation between back EMF and theta of S? From this equation, this particular equation, EBFS is equal to KB into theta of S. That means you have to multiply with another signal here. Can you tell me what is this value? What is the value coming in the block? Which joins S? KB of S. So you can use that relation and S into KB, you can bring in S into KB. Fantastic. So I framed the block diagram. Now using the block diagram technique, you can directly get the same transfer function. That I will take you later. I just I tried to show that you should not be wondering what is this block diagram. And when we solve the problem, we never write these values. We directly write G1, this G1. But we understand that there is some value for this G1, which depends upon the system given. So we are not interested into that because the very outcome, learning outcome of this particular chapter is to reduce this block diagram. There are so many blocks. We have to combine all these blocks and finally put it in canonical form. That exercise only we are worried. We are not going to worry about why this G1 is written. Next may be written as G2. What is the value of G2? That depends upon the system taken like this. Here, you know, if I write here G1, here G2, here G3, here H1. For this problem, I know the values of this G1, G2, H1 and all. Okay. For other problems, we don't worry about what are the values. We directly write it. Same after this block diagram, we are looking into signal flow graph. That is another technique. Entire block diagram can be written in the form of a signal flow graph, SFG. There is a formula proposed by the mathematicians called Mason's gain formula. Using that Mason's gain formula, we can get the transfer function. Just to give you an idea what is the signal flow graph, it is same as block diagram. All these takeoff point, this is called as a takeoff point. This is called as a summing point. It algebraically sums plus depending upon plus or minus here. Okay, that is called as a summing point, are represented by nodes like this, which is called as a node. So you have a block diagram represented like this. 1, 2, 3, 4 nodes are there. So this is the node 1, this is the node 2. Okay. And after this, here you can just consider as a node where signal value changes. They are all in series. You can multiply, not a problem. In between, no takeoff. Takeoff point happens only at point 4. So this way also you can represent this entire system. This is another way of representing. This is called signal flow graph. This is the next chapter. Have to worry. But anyway, I have taken this problem. I am just trying to show you how the system can be represented in terms of block diagram and signal flow graph. Now, focus only on this block diagram and let us see some of the simple steps that we need to modify. The same thing is shown here. This is the block diagram representation. Just I am repeating. And this is the signal flow graph that I am showing. Same thing I am repeating. Just to first have a mind map of identifying what should be the input, what should be the final output, and how these blocks are to be arranged based on output of each particular loop. Starting with the EA minus EB, you get current. From current, you have to arrive at torque. From torque, you have to arrive at, in the sequence, you have to put it. Then you have to join, depending upon the direction of signal flow. Okay. Now, suppose you have two blocks coming in series. How to make it as a single block? This is what the entire exercise we carry in this chapter. How to combine many blocks into one block. You can just simply not rub it and write a single block. There are procedures. If, see the arrow mark, if they are in cascade in the sense if they are in series or parallel. So if they are in series, you can write it as G1, G2. Okay, if they are parallel like this, you see the direction, this one block in direction, this is another block in this same direction, are coming and meeting here. So these two are in parallel. They are not in series. Then you have to add or subtract, depending upon the sign here. Plus means plus, minus means minus. You have to add two blocks or three blocks like this. In this case, there are three blocks, all are moving in the same direction. Arrow mark is so important here. Only G2 is joining here with minus. If nothing is there, means it is plus. So G1 and G3, they are coming and joining the point with plus. So it is nothing but G1 minus G2 plus G3. You can reduce it to one block. So G1 minus G2 plus G3, like this. And multiple summing point junction can be combined to one summing point. Suppose in a block diagram, you see summing point 1 and summing point 2 coming, no other takeoff point in between. Nothing is there. No signal, no blocks, no summing point. Just one after the other it comes. You can combine. Okay, instead of writing it two times, you can keep this X input, G1, one signal. This G2 can be brought here, not a problem. And you can just remove this particular summing point. That is what we do. X you keep, output Y you keep. This G2, instead of showing it with a separate summing point, you can bring here, provided in between nothing is there, only one arrow mark. You don't have any takeoff or you don't have any summing point in between. So these steps, these are all called the algebra, different steps. Okay. And the standard or the canonical form of the block diagram is like this. I told you, one forward, one backward, one summing point, one input, one output. Here it may be plus or minus. How to reduce this into a single block? Just see these different steps. Okay. So the signal coming here near the summing point is multiplication of CS. Okay. You say signal coming here, taking this luggage and this luggage. CS, HS. That is the total signal coming here, because these two are in CS and HS are in series. So the summing point The feedback signal is HSCS. That is one thing. So that CS can be written as C of S here is equal to the input R of S plus or minus HS into GS. This HSCS coming here. So that is multiplied with this GS. This is one equation you remember. Now let us make some modifications here. CS you keep. Then this G of S you bring into inside the bracket. It becomes G of S, R of S plus or minus HS, CS, GS. We didn't do anything except bringing G of S inside the bracket. So next step, C of S here. C of S, this plus or minus C of S, H of S, GS can be brought on the other side, because on the left hand side you have C of S. On the right hand side only this term has C of S. So I am transferring it to left hand side. Plus or minus may become minus or plus or minus. It doesn't matter sign, because we are writing both the sign here. Plus means it will become minus, minus means it will become plus when it comes on the other side. The advantage here is C of S and C of S can be taken common. On the other side, R of S, G of S is still there. Okay. So when you take C of S common, then 1 plus or minus GSHS. 1 plus or minus GSHS, whole thing multiplied by C of S. On the right hand side, you have R of S, G of S. What we want to obtain the transfer function. What is that? C of S divided by R of S. Laplace output divided by Laplace input. So can somebody tell me what is that value out of it? When you take C of S, R of S equals to, this equation become G of S divided by 1 plus or minus GSHS. This is the formula you have to use finally when you reduce the entire block diagram in this canonical form. Then transfer function C of S divided by R of S, which is also called as GSHS, equals to, you have G of S divided by this divided by 1 plus or minus G of HS. So this, in place of this, you write the transfer function equals to C of S divided by R of S equals to G of S divided by 1 plus or minus GSHS. This is another formula. The flow of equations you may be asked to write in the exam. So these are all, because you know the final form, it is easy to write the initial steps. Now some more modifications.
Bartholomew,
Yes, sir.
shall we stop it here? 10:41.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Then till now, any doubt is there? Because I am taking it very slowly and trying to tell you different modification steps. Anyway, when we take up the